That clip shows Michael Corleone's realization of what he has become. The lighting of the cigarette and his reaction portray how the subtext of a story can create powerful scenes of character development. This video essay will explore how Francis Ford Coppola uses mise-en-scène and cinematography to display Michael Corleone's transformation from a family man
That's my family, kid. It's not me.
to the Godfather. The cinematography of shadows in The Godfather draws attention to sharp, contrasting changes between light and dark, revealing the contradiction of good and evil, power and ordinary life.
I mean, we're not murdering, in spite of what this Undertaker said.
For instance, despite his daughter's joyous wedding, Don Vito Corleone, along with his Sony, Tom Hagen, an adopted son and attorney, and others, sit in a darkened room away from the light and other people. The shadows demonstrate the criminal world's alienation from normal life, as well as its need to conceal its heinous activities and plans from prying eyes. In Michael's case, Francis Ford Coppola uses lighting to illustrate Michael's complete transformation into the life of crime. In the final scene, Michael entirely veils himself from his wife and severs any contact with the legal future. When Kay remains in the corridor staring at her husband, some men go to the door and shut it. At this point, just as the door closes, darkness creeps in and fills the frame. This portrays not only Michael's transition into crime, but also shows the distance Michael put between himself and his wife.
I love you. Michael,
Yeah, I know.
tell me you love me.
Yeah, I can't talk.
Can you say it?
Michael's separation from his wife can be seen as either an attempt to protect her or to avoid her perusal as he gets more involved in the family business. In this scene, Kay is composed of open space in the frame towards Michael, but Michael's composition shifts to empty space away from her as if she's being intentionally framed out. The separation between them is again emphasized to convey the development and eventual transition of Michael's character. However, this is not the only use of mise-en-scène in the film. In the garden scene, Vito Corleone's physical appearance and presentation reflect his loss of power. Vito's only display of power in this scene is based on deception. In his final acts of power before dying, Vito disguises himself as a large and terrifying monster in order to frighten his grandson. Throughout much of the film, Vito has played the role of Mafia Don as the ultimate manifestation of his power. But in this scene, viewers are given a glimpse of what Vito Corleone looks like when he is not dressed and presented as a powerful Don Corleone. He has built his entire life and family around the power and persona of Don Corleone, and the toll has become too much for him to bear. Coppola noticeably cuts to a more distant shot at the moment Vito dies. The camera focuses on the tomato garden in the center of the backyard, which contained Vito's body. The image of Vito resting on the soil, the garden's foundation, corresponds to Vito's role as the foundation of his family and business. He has worked tirelessly to ensure the continued growth of his personal and family legacy. As a result, due to his fall from power and old stature, Vito must fall to make way for the new Don, Michael Corleone. And so, through the use of mise-en-scène and cinematography, The Godfather, based on Mario Puzo's novel, became one of the greatest films of all time. This scene is insignificant in comparison to many of The Godfather's grandiose examples of excellent filmmaking. It is not a big, memorable moment, and many people won't notice consciously what it's communicating, but it shows how two actors in a ladder can communicate as much emotionally as the film's larger, more impressive moments. In the final scene, Michael reprises his role as Don. Kay is shocked to hear that Michael had Carlo murdered and asks Michael if this is true. He looks her in the eyes, the same eyes that see him as the same man she met before this all started, and he lies to her. She is initially relieved and reminded of the man she first met, but when she walks outside and looks back, she realizes he is no longer Michael, but Don Corleone. And as that door closes, the final version of Michael Corleone, the version that existed only in Kay's eyes, dies.